Last time on Death Mark 2. Hooligan gone to the fox forest. Whoa! Should I try touching the rope? What's the worst that could happen? I could lose my hand. Actually, death. Death is the worst thing that could happen. Ah! Yeah, it's Kakuta. I think this is Mr. Kokkuri himself! Does our attack jam his rifle? Our Kokkuri can't shoot us. Let's go, Mashida! But... Ah! Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Death Mark 2. So last time, we went into the fox forest, and then we got shot at, and then I took a paper... I almost said I took a paper bag out of my gun. I took the gun out of the paper bag and shot his gun, the ghost with the gun. I shot the gun, not the ghost, because, you know, that would just make sense. Which I didn't figure out first. Oh, I've been having way too much fun with this game lately. It's been so much fun. But yeah, now we're about to come back and talk with all of our friends. Welcome back. Glad to see you're both safe. Yasuoka and Hiro are the only people inside the infirmary. Where's Maruhashi? Oh no! Oh, she went to the restroom. Alone? She's aware of the dangers that the shrine poses now, and she's not headed into the forest. She should be fine. I mean, the departed is here! Kokkuri's not the only threat, though. The departed is roaming around this school as well. Although, the departed only kills their target after issuing a notice, so Maruhashi should be fine. Good thing she's not here, then. I'll give you a quick summary of what happened before she returns. There are things I don't want her to hear. I filled them in on what happened in the forest. I see. So Kakuta is... It's painful to know that a young life has been lost like that. But does that mean Kakuta was hooligan? More or less. Kakuta stole a document about Fox Lakata, so he must have known something about it. I find it hard to imagine he was acting on his own. Fox Lakata is a strong hallucinogen, so it wouldn't surprise me if other people were doing something with it. A strong hallucinogen, eh? I'd like to study it at the Institute. It may be a new kind of alkaloid. Very interesting. Can you give me some of these Fox Lakata to research once we wrap up this investigation? Cut the crap, Hiro. That thing needs to be in the hands of the government. I'm gonna submit this shit to my friend at the DEA. I'm not having it any other way. Got it? Jeez, you're no fun. I'm back. Oh, you're here already. Hey, you better fill me in too. Don't leave me out of everything. Fine. Leaving out the bits about Kakuta's death, I tell her about what happened in the forest. I concoct a story that I found the paper and the phone lying on the ground. Huh, so Kakuta was in the forest. Why was he there, though? Dunno. I think he got a call. Maybe his phone could tell us something? Unfortunately, it's broken. I tried pressing the button, but... Let me take a look. Mara starts touching the phone screen like it's her own phone. It's not broken, the battery's just dead. Anyone with a phone should be able to realize this. Jeez. How bad with tech stuff are you, Grandpa? Sorry, you got me there. I have a charger that'll work with this phone at home. Maybe we should try and charge it and then see if we can get something out of it. My home's not far from here. One's gonna be pretty useless to us with the dead battery. Let's take her up on the offer. Okay. Alright, I'll be back. Well, I mean, that's not good. The party definitely won't want them to know. Maruhashi quickly exits the infirmary. What should we do now? Should we wait until that kid calls us? I object to that course of action. We should resume the investigation. It's for your sake as well, Yashiki. What do you mean by that, Yasuoka? I can tell. You're being targeted by a spirit. Excuse me? Sooner or later, that spirit will find its way to you. If that happens while you're unprepared, you'll meet the same fate as Kakuta. Ah, for fuck's sake. Why is everything so... As a renowned fortune teller and spiritualist, Yasuoka's words carry a lot of weight. I thought maybe the clock had stopped with Kakuta's death, and we'd have a little more time, but there was another target. But it turns out the clock is still ticking and it's counting down for me. But what should we do now? We still don't know who exactly Kokkuri is, right? That's something we can research. I have an idea. Remember the case from Kakuta's document? Let's look into the murder of a mother and child at Lake S. It's been stuck in my head. How are we going to investigate that? Have Nakamatsu look it up on the internet for us. Should at least be able to pull up a general summary from somewhere. And by that, I mean, you call him up. Wait, why do I have to do it? You know how to use a phone, just call him yourself. Nah, don't really like talking to him. We're not really on the same wavelength. I can kind of see that, and I don't think it's meant as like a slight against him. I literally think it means like, you know, their personalities just don't mesh well. Huh, so that's your issue? Guess you can't expect a nice otaku and a hard-boiled ex-detective to get along. Looks like I'm gonna have to call Eita. First off, let's do some trading. Okay. Okay, there's one soul left in this chapter I need to get. Okay. Let's call Eita. Hello, Yashiki. What do you want me to look up? Can you look up any information you can find about a murder of a mother and child at Lake S? Maybe connected to our investigation. Jeez, mother and a child being murdered? That sounds awful. I'll try researching. Found something. 10 years ago, a mother and child were beaten to death by a group of delinquents. I'll share the details now. It's pretty long, so you should probably start taking notes. Whip out a pen and write down everything Eita says about the murder. Murder of a mother and child at Lake S. 10 years ago at Lake S in S City, a family who went camping was attacked by a group of young men. Mother Izumi Kiyohara and her daughter Kozoe Kiyohara were beaten to death. The father, Masaki Kiyohara, was gravely injured but survived. He was hospitalized for 3 months. Masaki Kiyohara was a teacher at a school in H City, not far from S City. He continued to work there after the incident, but later disappeared. The crime was committed by 8 juveniles, all between the ages of 16 and 19. At the time of the crime, they were under the influence of mind-altering substances. Due to their ages, names of the perpetrators were not disclosed. The narcotic they were using at the time was believed to be some new type of psychedelic mushroom. Of the 8 individuals who were arrested, K, who was allegedly the drug dealer, was released due to insufficient evidence. K, Kakuta. That's horrible. Those violent punks are scarier than spirits. Yeah, in some ways humans are more terrifying than spirits. Ada might have a point there. Spirits who curse humans are pretty frightening, but humans are responsible for creating spirits in the first place. The malicious actions of people cause grudges, and grudges create spirits. It's a chain of hatred, one that begins with humans. By the way, Yashiki, I need to get going soon. Oh, you can leave the mansion if you want. Thanks for your help today, Eita. No problem at all. Talk to you soon, Yashiki. Ah, I love Eita. Eita's so cool. How'd it go, Yashiki? Eita had a lot to share. I shared the details of the murder with the other three. I see. No wonder it was sticking in my head. Did you work on that case, Mashita? Come on, man. Use your brain just a little bit. The case was 10 years old. I wasn't on the force yet. But now I recall my mentor was the one who told me about it. Nagamatsu pretty much covered the whole thing, though, so I don't have any additional info to add. Do you think the mushrooms from that case are Fox Lakata? This case is full of mushrooms, eh? Can't argue with that. Curse involving mushrooms growing from your body, Kakuta turning into mushrooms, Fox Lakata on the dead centipede in the petri dish. And now we've learned about the tragedy caused by Fox Lakata 10 years ago. Everything's connected to the mushrooms. Boy K, the one who wasn't prosecuted. Could it have been Kakuta? God damn it, I just told you the case is 10 years old. There's no way Kakuta was involved back then. Oh! Right, they said something about it could be Kakuta's mentor. Like there was someone who Kakuta really looked up to. Right. His senior. Well, it's pretty unlikely for him to have been directly involved. But he knew about Fox Lakata. Reacted to the petri dish and even hid the documents. Everything would tie itself up nicely if he turned out to be the mushroom dealer. I imagine we don't have enough information yet. However, the key to discovering Mr. Kokkuri's identity is likely the link between the past and present cases. Or so I believe. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of this deduction session. What we need now is more solid evidence. Let's continue the investigation, Yashiki. We don't know where to start, though. Probably won't find anything in the forest or the shrine in the corridor. I have a place in mind. For real? I got some information in the forest that'll lead us to our next spot. The voice from the corpse. Right, the voice I heard when inspecting the bones. Deep inside the school, the dead fox god that looks alive inside the stomach. Ah, oopsie. I skipped that, I'm so sorry. Voice told me to investigate somewhere. Maybe heading to the location they mentioned will help identify the corpse. And if we can learn about the person who became Mr. Kokkuri, we can start devising a plan of attack. It sounds great, except we're running low on time. Should we really just trust something that I heard from a mysterious voice when so much is at stake? Having trouble making a decision? When you're running out of time, you need to make a tough choice. Just trust your instinct and hope for the best. You know what's most important when dealing with spirits? Courage and conviction. Thanks for the reminder. I'll go with my gut and act on the information the voice gave me. Let's search for the dead fox god that looks alive in the depths of the school. Okay. I'm gonna take her because, you know, I took Mashita earlier, so... Okay, it said something about the fox spirit that looks alive. Maybe it's talking about, the fox statue, actually. I'm gonna try going there. Okay. It's definitely a fox god for sure. But we're not deep in the school, and this statue doesn't look alive. Okay. Better find other foxes. Okay. So that wasn't it, then. That was my gut instinct. I'm gonna have to look around a little bit. Voice clearly said old school. Oh, okay. So where in the old school haven't I gone to yet? Wait, I just had an idea. So this is the old building, huh? Wow, it's totally giving off bad vibes. Dirty floor and walls are really setting the mood. No, they don't really use it anymore, so they've been neglecting it quite a bit. I wonder what this place was like 10 years ago. Might have still been used. 10 years ago. Oh, the Lake S murder. Wasn't the victim's husband a teacher? He might have been working at this school. That's why you wanted to come here, isn't it? Chance the victim's husband used to be a teacher at Konoehara Academy. But I chose to come to this place because that voice told me. Old school must be referring to the old building. Where is the dead fox god that looks alive? Where in the school my students study living things? Ah, I was thinking because we went to the regular science like the regular science room in the new building. Like for example, in all the chapters, we go to like in the new building, we went to like the new art room, and we went to like the new music room, then we ended up going to the old music room and the old art room. So now maybe I need to go to the old science room. That's what I'm thinking. Oh God. Is that the departed's voice again? What's wrong with this place? I feel like I'm going insane! Better find the root cause quickly. Nope, not there. Nope. Okay, it's gotta be in here somewhere. In the sink, maybe? Numerous dead insects lying in the dusty sink. Curse. Tooth is rolling around. Found it. This cursed tooth is the cause of all this. What a preposterous object! Break it now! Yeah, okay. Use your hand in the sink and pluck the tooth. Ugh. This is bad, I'm getting dizzy. Shit! Hand slips and the tooth falls. Shouldn't be that far away, I gotta find it fast! There it is. Found it. Good thing it didn't roll under the desk. Yeah, definitely. Raising my foot, I crush the tooth! Yeah! Bye-bye, tooth. My headache's gone. Curse-like phenomenon plaguing this place has finally subsided. Okay, so now I can examine some things. Large shelf. Seems like used to store lab equipment in the past. Doesn't have anything behind it. Wait, I take that back. Something sparkles. Ooh, it's a small key. Okay, yeah, it looks like something used to be on this wall. Looking closely, mold is growing here and there, huh? Okay. Well, let's look in the sink. Numerous dead insects. Okay. Ugh, this place is full of bugs. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the fox statue, but let me check around first, because I still have to find one more tooth. Hero, help me examine all these boxes. Alright, what should I do? I'll inspect the boxes on the left side. You take the two on the right. Pick up the pile of boxes and put them down. Have a box filled with books and prints. Rummage through them and I don't find anything worth noting. Ooh? This is... Did you find something? Come here, Yashiki. He was gesturing... the box he was gesturing at is full of old lab equipment. Find something small hiding amongst the test tubes and beakers. The last tooth! Madagahiro and Satoru Mashida's entry. Oh, and Suzu's and Yasuoka's. Oh, and Maruhashi's and Kakuta's. Nice. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go back to the infirmary and spend the last of my teeth here real quick. Ah! Whoa, that was weird. That was just me going to the menu. Okay, so we are back here. Let's examine everything before we go to the Fox model. Anatomical model covered in dust. It's in such bad shape, it seems shockingly mundane. As creepy as it is seeing this as a kid, knowing where the organs are and what they look like is an important part of medicine. Oh, and for your information, I would very much like to decorate my house with one. Thanks for that. Old steel cabinet. There's something behind the glass door if I look closer. Peek through the dusty glass. It's a dissection scalpel that was probably used for experiments. Cabinet's locked, though. Oh! Small key. Open the door and find the dissection scalpel inside. Despite all the dust, scalpel isn't that rusty. Nice. Okay, hey, goody! Don't know what that's going to be used for, but I mean, hey. Bottles of liquid are lined up on the shelf. Look, it seems like formalin to me. Botanical specimens are floating in the bottles. Okay. For a second, I thought it was going to be fingers or eyes. Yeah, we found those in the first game in the old school building. There seems to be something behind the bottles, Yashiki. Oh! Petri dishes are piled up in the back of the shelf. Inside the dishes are desiccated flowers and leaves, as well as dried moss. Someone was probably collecting these plants for research. They look pretty old. If these plants are an endemic species from the fox forest, the person who collected them might be the author of that research journal. That means this dish used to be here too. That's certainly a possibility. But how did the dish end up in the corridor shrine then? I don't know either. Might be a spiritual phenomenon. Gotta say, this little dish has been an invaluable help on this case. I feel like my steps in this investigation are being choreographed by someone else. Yeah. Alrighty.
Yoshi.
Stuffed fox specimen on the shelf. Fox god. Huh. Definitely need to inspect this closely. It said something about it in its belly. Looking at the creature's features, this stuffed fox is real, one intended to be used for education. Probably taxidermied by an artisan. Fox looks alive. It's a shame such a fine item is sitting neglected here. Color of the fur is faded. Maybe I need the scalpel to cut it open! Right, I was referring to the old fox to check out what's in its stomach. Maybe whatever secret's inside the fox's stomach can shine a light on Mr. Kokkuri's identity. Got a feeling something that will happen once I figure out what the secret is. If there are things we haven't done yet, we better finish them before doing this. Okay. I got all of the items and everything. At least I'm pretty sure I did. I saved right before this too, so if I did forget anything, I can go back. Use the scalpel to cut it open. I get the dirty scalpel from my bag and approach the stuffed fox. Press the tip of the scalpel to the fox's belly. I slice it open. Fox's stomach is gaping. Yikes! Swarm of tiny bugs pour out of the fox's stomach. Given how old the fox is, I should have expected something like this to happen, but still, I can't help but be disgusted. Brushing away the bugs, I stick my hand inside the stomach cavity. This is... What did you find? This thing. I show Hiro the plastic square I found. Isn't this a floppy disk? You know what this is, right, Yashiki? I'm just asking to be sure. It's the thing you use to save data on a computer, isn't it? Correct. If we have a computer with a floppy drive, we should be able to see the data on this disk. Computer, huh? Now I think about it, I remember seeing a laptop in the faculty room. Better hurry if you have an idea where one is. Need to gather as much info as possible before Mr. Kokkuri shows up. Floppy disk. Oh no! This is... Oh, fuck me! The Departed? There... His voice starts to crack due to fear. No matter how much I try to prepare myself, I always freeze up before the Departed. Can't even speak, much less move. My dear husband... Kokkuri... Resentment killed Hooligan. You are next. He is already here. Should you survive, you will become my real husband. Oh boy. But you can't save this soul as you are now. You will die here. Tonight. Wait, what? What do you mean I can't save this soul? The Departed is gone. What do they mean? I can't save this soul. Hey, Yashiki? Did they say something? Yeah. Tell Hiro what the Departed just told me. I don't get it. I don't get it. By he is coming, did they mean? Exactly. We can't run from here until we deal with Mr. Kokkuri. Do you really think we're ready to do that? You said you couldn't save the soul now, right? The current me can't save the spirit's soul. This is just another hunch, but... It's because I'm lacking the key information I need? If that's the case, there's no way I can save the spirit. Oh, I still need... Floppy disk must be the key. I need to see what's on it immediately. It'll all be alright, right? They're just spouting a bunch of nonsense to get you worked up! Hiro raises her voice frantically. I don't have a response for right now. What should I do? Oh boy. Walking towards the door, trying to leave the science room. However... Oh, shit, Taki! Greeted with the vision of a decaying body covered in mushrooms, wearing a mask resembling a beast skull. Hideous-looking Kokkuri is standing right before my eyes. What should we do? Can't guarantee we're fully prepared to fight Kokkuri. I want to run, but the door is blocked. We don't have another way out. What should we do then? At that moment, Kokkuri lets out a terrifying scream. My entire body is racked with crippling pain. Oh, nutsack! What is this pain? What are those? Mushrooms? I hear the unpleasant sound of something growing for the second time. Oh no, Hero 2. They're clutching their neck and crouching down. Oh, my neck! Looks like the mushrooms have started invading Hero's body as well. Which reminds me, this is the same mushroom curse that afflicted Maruhashi. So then, if the mushrooms infest our whole bodies, what awaits us is death! Kokkuri simply stares at us in silence. Is he trying to kill us with the curse? He's not showing any sign of readying his gun. Suspense act! Act 1! What does he want to do? Who? Does he want us to say our names or what? Petri, the Fox Licata, maybe the floppy disk. Maybe he wants the floppy disk. Answer, it's on this disk. So on floppy disk, okay. Come on! Success! Hiro and I both decided to be honest with Mr. Kokkuri. Sorry, Kokkuri. We still don't know who it is. But it's probably on this disc. Well, that didn't work. She shrieks as we clutch our heads and double over. It's hurting. Ah, shit. Wrong answer. What should we do? Okay. Think, brain, think! Delinquent, Fox. Okay. Whose name should I tell Mr. Kokkuri? Maybe he wants to know his own name? I think it's him. Information regarding the Lake S incident is mentioned in the Fox Licata note. Also obtained the name of the victims thanks to Eita. So using this as a foundation, both of us decided on a name. Come on, come on, come on! Success! Making sure we got the same idea, we decided to speak our answer in unison. Your name is Masaki Kiyohara. He seems to accept that answer. Oh, is he responding to us? Yeah, I guess he really is Kiyohara. Assuming the science teacher who was investigating Fox Licata was the victim of the Lake S incident, and that the mushrooms and the culprits behind the incidents were hooligans, it all aligns with Kokkuri's fixations. Therefore, the victim of the incident, Kiyohara, is the natural choice for Kokkuri. So looks like this is the right choice. Kokkuri looks at us in silence. What was that question just now? What does he want us to do? No idea. I feel like he's testing us right now. Suddenly lets out a shriek. Whoa! His mask then falls off, revealing a hideous, decaying face. He glares at us and growls. I feel dizzy and my arm is hurting really bad. Oh, fuck! Shit, it's messing with my arm now! Oh no, this is bad. He's totally going to kill us! We have no idea what Kokkuri's real intention is. We're gonna be killed at this rate. What should we do? Act 2! Oh. Worst. Hooligan. The worst hooligan. Does he want us to give us a name again? Get the feeling our own answer here is going to get us killed. Need to really think this over. Okay. So I already saw this before. Who is the worst hooligan? I think it's Student S. Or Student K. Sorry. Because if it's not Kakuta, it must be his, like, you know, mentor who stole the thing.
Yosh.
Try to recall the hooligan who's linked to the Fox Akata inside the Petri dish. Success! Having made our decision, we declare our answer. Kokkuri, the one you hate is... Student K! Kokkuri's breasts become more shallow. He seems satisfied with that answer. I knew it! Assuming Kokkuri's Kiyohara, he lost his family to a bunch of delinquents in the Lake S incident. Culprits were under the influence of Fox Lakata, which was sold by Student K. Making things worse, Student K wasn't arrested. He's basically the root cause of all of Kokkuri's problems. Looks like this is the right choice. He lets out an eerie howl. He then slowly vanishes into thin air. We survived! Oh. In a flash, the pain disappears as quickly as it came. Strange object covering my head and arm have also disappeared. Is it over? What was that sound? Upon hearing the eerie scream, I started to feel dizzy. Yeah, we still haven't... Is Kokkuri attacking us again, Yashiki? What's happening? Kokkuri should have disappeared. Why is he here again? Is he smiling? Or is he suffering? My dizziness is getting worse. What's wrong, Yashiki? Hero's scream sounds so distant. My consciousness is fading as a curtain of darkness descends upon me. Right, this voice is... It is the departed. I hear a sound, same disgusting sound as before. No. Is Kokkuri being devoured? But why? My dear husband, you were supposed to die here. But you resisted fate, stood against fear. Now I am convinced you are my real husband. Take a look. What the fuck? Before my eyes, the departed transforms. Her head splits open, revealing their new form, even more hideous than the last. Their souls combine. Take off my old clothes and put on new clothes. I want to be beautiful, more beautiful than others. We will exchange vows later. Please wait, dear husband! No. Stricken with a massive headache, and my feet falter beneath me. What in the world is happening? What is this? The place is supposed to be off, yet they emit a dim light. Red light. Ugh. Hero's collapsed to the ground. Oh, thank God she's alive! While a hero has lost consciousness, there aren't any physical injuries that I can find. Hey, Hero! Are you okay? I grab Hero by the shoulders and give a firm shake. Yashiki. I help Hero off the floor. Thank you. What's that light? Is this Mr. Kokkuri's doing? I have no idea. Hero, can you recall anything? Me? Can't remember a thing. I lost consciousness at the moment Mr. Kokkuri started behaving oddly. It reminds me, where is Mr. Kokkuri? I think he got eaten. He's not here. Did you do something to him? No. The one who killed Mr. Kokkuri is... the departed. Sight I witnessed when I was on the brink of fainting. The departed devoured Mr. Kokkuri. And then their body underwent a horrible transformation. What's wrong? No, it's nothing. I don't know anything either. I'm still coming back to my senses. Not telling Hero about the bizarre scene is going to clear anything up. Let's turn to the infirmary. Maybe Yasuoka can give me some answers. Let's go, Hero. We leave the science room. Oh, even the hallway's red now. Is this going on over the entity of the entirety of the old building? Let's head back to the new building before anything else bad happens. That's a good idea. Also, even though I know I can't, like, help... Yeah, I can't go back instantly anyway. Even though I know Mr. Kokkuri's gone, I still want to, like, examine the floppy disk. Whoa! Feel someone's gaze on me. Getting deja vu for some reason. The doll! The female doll is standing in the darkness. She looks different. Her damaged face has been fixed. Can that be? Why did her appearance change in addition to the departed's? I have to share it. Her words are clearer than before. Kokkuri's resentment still lingering. Kokkuri not forgive those possessed by demons. Return red demons where they belong. Okay. Female doll then disappears into the darkness. Kokkuri's resentment still lingering? Can't immediately refute that. Mr. Kokkuri had been devoured by the departed before his soul was saved. Perhaps the lingering resentment will still bear its fangs at living beings. If that's true, then its target is still... Hey, Yashiki! Why'd you stop all of a sudden? The new building's right ahead! Okay. There's something. There's something I need to do to save Mr. Kokkuri. Wonder what she means by return the red demons to where they belong. Maybe I gotta take the Fox Licata or the Petri dish back. Maybe I need to take the Petri dish back to the corridor. I don't know. Okay, return the red demons to where they belong. A mysterious ball-jointed doll clad in a red dress. She initially was damaged beyond repair, but once the departed began devouring spirits, cracks on her face were mended. After she gained the ability to speak, she provided key information to the protagonist. I definitely think that she and the departed are, like, connected, but how, I don't know. We return to the grounds for the shrine once again. Hey, why have we come here? I have something to tell Mr. Kokkuri. Huh? Just wait here, hero. Head towards the inner grounds by myself. Mr. Kokkuri, Masaki Kiyohara's corpse is still resting there. A man whose life and family were ruined by Fox Lakata. To add insult to injury, these mushrooms are growing on his corpse, as if mocking his tragedy. Turn the red demons to where they belong. If the red demons are referring to the Fox Lakata, there's no other place where they belong more than right here. Take a look at this, Kiyohara. Take the creepy petri dish out of my bag. And then throw it into the nearby bush. That should be enough, right? What did you do? I threw out the petri dish. Huh? But why? Fox Lakata wasn't supposed to be taken out of this forest. This is what Mr. Kokkuri wants. But Fox Lakata is an amazing plant. If we just research it, we might be able to develop new Spirits don't really accept that kind of nuance. Mr. Kokkuri views everyone who takes Fox Lakata from the forest as hooligans. You know how all those hooligans met their ends, right? If you're prepared for the potential consequences, it's all yours. Hero's complexion turns a paler shade of white. With her crippling fear of spirits, that should give her more than enough reason to change her mind. Fine, I get it. Damn it, such a massive disappointment. I've been thinking about getting those mushrooms back to the lab ever since we found them. You heard that, Kiyohara? I'll report your case to the cops once everything's settled, so you should be able to rest peacefully until then. I don't want to go back to the infirmary just yet, because I definitely want to go back to check out the disc, too. No way! What on earth is this? Toilets are flushing, the piano is playing. Would have thought the paranormal phenomenon would occur in the new building as well. It's the first time I've witnessed a spirit operating as strongly and bizarrely as this. Don't tell me the special buildings also. Hurry up, Yashiki! Yeah. Special building is as peaceful as ever, oh thank God. Lights haven't turned red like the ones in the other buildings. We should be safe for now. What was that phenomenon anyway? I've got an idea, though it's just a hunch. Yeah. Both the female doll and Konohara Academy changed once the departed transformed. That can't be mere coincidence. Oh, that's right. We gotta check out that floppy disk before going to Yasuoka. We don't know that Mr. Kokkuri is gone for good, so I'd like to gather all the info we can, just in case. You have a point. So some unsolved mysteries regarding Mr. Kokkuri. Not to mention that the doll also said his resentment is still lingering. If that's true, our lives will be at risk until that resentment has been placated. All the stuff concerning the departed and the red lights are certainly worrisome, but we better focus on Mr. Kokkuri as the imminent threat. Got it. Let's head for the faculty room. Okay. I guess this is back when laptops had floppy disk readers? I don't remember that being a thing. Faculty room's empty this kind of night. I need to find a laptop quickly. There's one right there. Laptop on the desk. We can check the data on the floppy disk with this. You do the work, hero. This isn't my cup of tea. Alright, I got it. Hero turns on the laptop, and then inserts the floppy disk. I see. They're documents from 10 years ago. These files predate operating systems with GUI. These go back to the days of command lines. The files themselves should be readable by modern word processing software, I hope. You may as well be speaking a foreign language. I don't understand a thing they said. After a while, some text appears on the screen. I'm writing this here just in case. I summon K to the forest. K is Mitsuru Kuromine. He's a hooligan. He'll probably bring his gang of thugs with him. So I've decided to bring my hunting rifle. I've become a demon, both physically and mentally. The next fox demon of this cursed forest, I'll terrorize them and kill every single one of them. Even if I die or sacrifice my soul, I shall destroy my enemies. Masaki Kiyohara. Isn't this pretty much a farewell note? And this Masaki Kiyohara person? He's probably our Mr. Kokkuri. Adding Kiyohara's note to the other information we have thus far, we can see the whole story. 10 years ago, Kiyohara's wife and child were murdered by delinquents at Lake S. Boys were junkies addicted to Fox Lakata. And the ones who sold them that was hooligan, K. K was Kuromine, a delinquent from Konoehara Academy. After learning his identity, Kiyohara summoned Kuromine and his friends to the forest with the intention of getting revenge. At the moment, he became the fox demon of the cursed forest. Wearing white clothes complete with a fox mask, he copied how Mr. Kokkuri looked. Probably saw himself in the spirit who killed hooligans and disgraced the shrine. However, he never got his revenge. Kuromine and his friends killed him and buried him in the forest. The skeletal corpse was Kiyohara. His resentment still lingered on even after his death. Thus his regret became a spirit. Oddly enough, a spirit that looked like Mr. Kokkuri. And that's how his revenge began, claiming hooligans addicted to Fox Lakata. One of them being Kakuta. Guess we've learned enough. Let's report this to Yasuoka and the others in the infirmary. Well, that's about all we got, so let's go back to the infirmary. We share the information we have about Mr. Kokkuri and the others. We should be waiting for it. Welcome back, you two. Mind telling us what happened out there? I tell them all the events that have happened up to this point, including the moment that when the departed devoured Mr. Kokkuri and transformed. A sight that only I can see, a sight I wished was merely a hallucination. Oh God. What the? A spirit transformed after devouring another spirit? I've never heard such a thing. What a monster. It doesn't make any sense. Don't scare me like that. The three mark bearers all take this news differently. Shocked and confused. Honestly, I feel all their emotions. What if this transformation made them stronger? That'd explain the red lights from earlier. Does that mean things have taken a turn for the worst? Most likely. I'm wondering what they're planning next, now that they've gained power and transformed. I mean, I feel like they're gonna eat me. Like, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, seriously. Like, they're like, you know, they look like a walking vagina with teeth. I feel like it wants to eat me. More terrifying things may be in store ahead. Awful. A heavy silence falls over the infirmary. The departed has grown stronger, and there's nothing we can do about it. Our sense of fear grows alongside the sense of powerlessness that we feel. Oh! Is that Maruhashi? Phone on the desk is ringing. I should answer it. Hello? It's Maruhashi. I've charged Kakuta's phone. Have you checked what's on it? Of course. I'll tell you what it is now, so you better take notes. I paid her write down the contents of Kakuta's phone, as Maruhashi relates it to me. A series of messages from MK, which is probably Mitsuru, Kuromine. MK had entrusted Kakuta to manage the Fox Lakata in the forest. When their secret was about to be exposed, he told Kakuta to dispose of them. He threatened to tell the world about Kakuta's assault case if Kakuta betrayed him. Kakuta reluctantly agreed to help. MK, didn't send any messages for 2 weeks. Until today after school, when Kakuta got 2 new messages from him. However, the text was too garbled to decipher. MK. I recall the time I saw Kakuta in the storage room. I remember something while looking at his phone. I was summoned. I have to go, or else I'll be killed. MK. Pretty clear he was acting under MK's direction. Kakuta's a pretty messed up kid for someone who's a disciplinary committee member. Kakuta didn't have anything to do with the Lake S incident. However, he got himself mixed up with Fox Lakata because of MK's blackmail. And that's how he met his end. Mr. Kokkuri. Kiyohara wouldn't forgive anyone who's addicted to Fox Lakata. Thanks, Maruhashi. I was just repaying my debt because I caused you some trouble before, alright? Hanging up now. Say hi to Miss Yasuoka for me. The last 2 texts are garbled. Then that means that more than likely the departed sent those last few messages. At least that's what I'm guessing. It was that girl, right? What did she say? Tell the others everything Maruhashi told me. Hey, MK. You think they're the person named K mentioned in the Lake S murder case? Yeah, I do. In Kiyohara's farewell note, K's full name was Mitsuru Kuromine, which means that K from the Lake S case has to be the initials MK. Pretty likely fit for him to also be the MK who was messaging Kakuta. Kuromine continued to gather Fox Lakata secretly even after the Lake S incident. He exploited Kakuta's weakness and had him watch over his crops. What's with the frown, Mashida? I knew it. I know Mitsuru Kuromine. That jogged my memory. So? Is he a criminal you've arrested in the past? No, the opposite. Mitsuru Kuromine is a cop. He's a career bureaucrat in the Metropolitan Police Department. Holy fuck! His pops is in the top brass, so he joined the cops because everyone expected he'd just follow his pop's footsteps. Wait a minute! He wasn't prosecuted, but Kuromine was still a suspect in the Lake S case. And he's still selling Fox Lakata? How is it possible that a fiend like that can still be a cop? Cops are just people. There's saints and fiends in every group of people. Doctors, teachers, military, cops. And like I said earlier, his daddy's top brass. Sweeping a case like this under the rug would take some effort, but his pops was so high up, he could definitely take care of it. Are you serious? So he escaped punishment for late gas and he's blackmailing students to do his dirty work even now? What a shameless scumbag. That's exactly the kind of guy Kuromine is. A selfish asshole who'd stoop to anything so long as it gave him the slightest benefit. In addition, Kiyohara's spirit is unable to find peace due to that miscreant. How unforgivable. Is there anything we can do, Mashita? Nope. It's out of our hands. No matter what evidence we find, we'll never be able to take him to trial. What do you mean by that? Kuromine is already dead. Wait, what?! I remember reading about it in the paper about half a month ago. He died while relaxing at the lake. Accidental death, they say. And the lake he was relaxing at? You guessed it. Lake S. What a coincidence. Definitely not, especially because then that means... Wait. Does that mean that Kakuta knew he was dead? Wait, I mean, it's possible he didn't, but still. I mean, that means it was definitely the departed that messaged him. Or maybe it wasn't a coincidence at all. For an arrogant, entitled man with power like Kuromine, the deceased must have seemed as powerless as the living. To him, spirits were just another made-up construct like morals or dignity that he could disregard. That's why he could kill so easily. But for those like us, we know the grudges of the dead aren't just ghost stories. The deceased are not powerless. This concludes our investigation for the night. Not everything's cleared up. There are some mysteries that remain unresolved. But there's no one left who can solve these mysteries. Both Kakuta and Kuromine are dead. I start to get ready to leave school, though I'm still feeling uneasy for some reason. Welcome back, Yashiki. Did you lock the door? Yeah. Do they force you to work as a janitor, too? You're putting way too much effort into this. Hey, we can't let people loiter inside the school or the number of victims is going to increase. It's true. As soon as the words leave my mouth, I feel how empty they are. Hiro and Mashi are the only ones in the infirmary. There's no sign of Yasuoka. Where's Yasuoka? I called a taxi and sent her home. I mean, this is usually bedtime for geezers, right? She's way too energetic for her age. You're really rude, you know that. If I hear you're being charged with harassment, I'm totally going to believe you're guilty. I've never harassed anyone in my life. I don't know about that! Shall we head home too? I'll drive you both to the station as thanks. Kokkuri's ending. Okay. Episode may run a little long, but I want to, like, finish getting through this whole chapter. After checking whether or not the door's locked, we leave the special building. Then we head to the main gate. For now, there's nothing we can really do about the red lights in the school. Is there not another way out? If this really is a spirit's doing, everything should go back to normal once the sun rises. By the way, Yashiki, give me back my paper bag. You can keep it if you like it so much, though. Don't give it back. I mean, it is illegal. I'll give it back. You can take it. Why would I want such a dangerous thing anyway? I take the gun from the paper bag and hand it back to Mashita. Lost suspicious paper bag. What in the world are you doing now? I just want to go home already. We're just leaving. I hope that wasn't an important choice! Huh. It's the first time we've actually been inside the van for a while. Our suspicious van. My car slowly leaves the school and heads toward M Tower Station. It should be able to catch the last train. Say, Yashiki. Mashida murmurs in the passenger seat, eyes fixed on the scenery outside. I glance at him, indirectly telling him to continue. He must be tired. His complexion looks darker than usual. Kakuta went to the Fox Forest this evening. He got an order from MK, Kuromine. Yeah, he did. Don't you find that weird? Now that they mentioned it, something about it doesn't feel right. The thought gets stuck in my mind. What's wrong with it? The message itself, because he's dead. He shouldn't be able to send him messages. So you picked up on it too, huh? Of course, Kuromine died half a month ago. It's impossible he's the one that sent that message. So there's a chance that MK isn't Kuromine. Previous messages before Kuromine's death must be from him. But the message he got today was strange. Even the fact the text was garbled. In the first place, how could Kakuta even read that message when it was garbled? Everything's just so confusing. Hey! Hiro, sitting in the back seat, cuts in. Can you give it a rest already? This case is solved. I feel sorry for Kakuta, but what's done is done. But let's be grateful we managed to survive tonight. Just focus on what you have to do, or else you'll go insane. Oh, Hiro. My job is dissecting animals, you see. There are times when I feel depressed after thinking about the value of life and the animals I had to kill. I can't even pretend that all that testing I've done is for the pursuit of science and the betterment of society. I'm not good at fooling people. I take a glance at the rearview mirror. Her smile looks somewhat self-deprecating. Yeah. Do you know why I continue doing my job? Because I realize that's just how life works, and I gotta do what I need to do. We're not gods. We're not rulers. We can't save everyone. We can't just change the world. That's a good point. Good. You tend to put yourself too hard when it comes to this stuff, you know? I drop off Mashida and Hiro at M Tower Station. I then drive through the night, heading toward Kujo Mansion. As I arrive at the mansion, the phone rings. I can't even relax. Who's calling this late at night? Hello? It's Kinukawa! Sorry for calling so late. What's wrong? I can't stop thinking about the Mr. Kokkuri case. Are you alright? I survived, at least. But Kakuta's dead. Huh? The Karate Man? Yeah. I failed again. I share the night's events with Michiho. I realize I shouldn't talk about this with a student even though she's trying to help me. However, my mouth starts going before I can think about it. And it'd be even more trouble to stop once I've started. Maybe I'm just too exhausted to care. Oh, I see. I get why you're blaming yourself, but it's not your fault. It's the Departed's. You need to put a stop to the Departed quickly. We'll help you figure out who it is. Why? Why are you still helping me, even after everything terrible you've gone through? Is it really just curiosity? At first, yeah, but now... I'm doing this because I don't want you to die. You saved our lives, and you understand our curse. It made both of us so happy. Because we didn't think we'd ever have the guts to tell anyone about it again. Michiho. Remember this, Mr. Yashiki. You're not just a teacher to both Hime and I. You're our precious teacher. That's a little... I'm a little concerned about that. Me, their precious teacher? Never expected anyone to call me that when I'd been told I'd have to fill in as a temporary teacher. I should feel some sort of pride over it. But it triggered a memory of something Mashida told me. What you should do is start looking at everyone around you as a potential suspect. Are you listening, Mr. Yashiki? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was spacing out a little bit. Guess I'm exhausted from tonight. Well, that's natural. Sorry for taking your time. Have some nice rest. Good night. Suspect everyone, huh? That's tough to do. The night goes on, yet I can't bring myself to go to sleep. I'm afraid to close my eyes. No, I'm afraid to even turn off the lights. My eyes flit over to the window displaying the moonlight night outside, triggering a memory from earlier tonight. Yeah! Why? The departed was roaming around with their new body. I recall what they said. Now I'm convinced that you're my real husband. All these incidents must have been some sort of test to see if I'm worthy of being their husband. Seems like the tests have ended tonight. The departed has acknowledged me as their real husband. The ending that the departed desires. I feel like the day is fast approaching when I'll be asked to exchange vows at the school grounds, all lit in red. End of Chapter 5. Yep. Well, that is where we're going to call it. Like I said, this episode's going to run a little long because I wanted to make sure that I got all the way through the end of this particular chapter. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. Next time we're moving on to Chapter 6, and I have no idea what's going to happen. Like, absolutely none. So, I am excited to see what's going to happen. And, yeah, I believe I read that there were 7 chapters in total. But I'm not sure if that's, like, 7 chapters, like, in just, like, a good ending or not. So, either way, we'll find out. So, thanks again, everybody, and, as always, if you enjoyed this as much as I did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, ring the bell for all them notifications and, until next time, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful viewers. Hey there! If you enjoyed this video, why don't you consider subscribing to my Patreon so I can keep making awesome videos like the one you just saw. The link will be in the description below, and as always, have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day.